It's that time of the month when we look at the new non-fiction releases. This time for August 2026. I'm out and about. I will tell you more about that soon. But today the theme is, what would Hannah Arendt say about the world that we built? What happens when algorithms replace legislators? How much of your life has the government stolen quietly from you by paperwork? And can your body actually perform better while doing less? And what if most of the side effects that you have experienced were invented by your own brain? 5 books, no fillers, let's go. Alright, so welcome to the BookLab. Now out in the forest. I'm having vacation, so I'm out traveling, but I thought I don't want to miss a month because I cover these books every month, break down the list of the most important non-fiction releases because I'm interested, and hopefully some other people are interested too. And the first book is about Hannah Arendt. This is a person that I've been interested about, so I was super excited to hear that she has a new biography. The book is called Hannah Arendt, A Life of the Mind by Thomas Meyer. It's out on August 11th. This is supposed to be the ultimate intellectual biography of Hannah Arendt based on new materials that has been found somewhere in the archives by this guy, who is a Munich professor. He traces her journey from Königsberg to Paris to New York, and from her imprisonment by the Gestapo to the landmark publication of her book, The Origins of Totalitarianism. This is a book that has been on my reading list for several years as well, so that piqued my interest. At the core of this book, it examines her relationship to Martin Heidegger, whose Nazism was a permanent challenge to her, both personally and intellectually. This sounds like a great biography. The next book on the list is The Rise and Fall of the Artificial State. It's a history technology book. It's out on the 25th. It's by Jill Lepore. She is a Harvard historian and a New York staffer. She also had another book called These Truths, I think. And this time she makes the case that we are now living under an artificial state. Not in the future, but right now. And here's the twist and the link to the first book. She was inspired by Hannah Arendt's The Origins of Totalitarianism. Lepore traces how political campaigns became attention-mining operations, how multimedia corporations replaced public discourse, how the liberal nation-state is being hollowed out by billionaire technocrats. So it sounds like it's going to be quite a ride, and I absolutely love the cover of this book. Oh, probably shouldn't have the sun there. I don't have the technique to do videos out in nature. I hope you can hear me because of the wind. It's crazy. This is going to be more of a casual video than usually. Let's prepare more improvisational, let's say that. But hopefully you can get something out of it. This is a book I'm excited about this month. If you remember last month, we had a book called Data Empire on the list that was tracing surveillance through data records back 11,000 years or whatever. And this one has a slightly different take on a similar theme, right? Instead of data as a weapon, she is looking at the state itself as the thing that is being replaced. This is a book to look out for in August. Next book, The Time to Tax, How the Government Wastes Our Time and How to Fix It. Economics, Politics, August 25th. This is by Lowrey. She's the writer that gave us the book Give People Money. I read this one a couple of years back. When did I first hear about universal income? It was probably 7 years ago or so. Lowrey has given a name to something that you've felt your entire life: the time attacks, the paperwork, the phone calls or the phone queues where you have to wait to ask you questions, the incomprehensible government forms. It's blowing so much here, I'm trying to go away. The lost hours of navigating systems that are supposed to serve you, right? And in this book, Lowrey tracks the history of the administrative burdens in America from the colonial era until today, showing how they were deliberately built as tools of discrimination and how they now quietly steal time from everyone, especially the people that can have the least time that they can afford to lose. And personally, I'm attracted to this topic. It might be a little bit American-centric for us that are not American, but I remember when I started a company back in the day, and just the amount of bureaucracy it wasn't a large scale thing, but just getting that going and the hurdles and loops that I had to jump through made me realize, okay, now I see why not everybody is doing these things. And there's so many things I don't do because going through the hoops of getting through all the administrative work, that's just suck. That's great why we have AI right now. I remember doing my taxes myself at one point, and I almost started to cry in the middle of the night, and then I had to actually hire a person just to figure it out. But last year I used Claude for the taxes, and that was a blessing. It went by in an hour, so some things are getting better. Anyway, this is a book for those of you that are interested in digging into how systems quietly extract time and dignity from people. If you like books like Freakonomics, Nudge, or Bullshit Jobs, then this might be right up your alley. Next book. Okay, so now it started to rain as well, so hopefully the wind and the rain won't deter you from listening to the next book. It's Aligned: How to Restore Your Body, Reclaim Your Energy, and Unlock Your Full Potential. This is by Kristen, Holmes, PhD. It's a psychology, human performance kind of book, and it's out on the 25th. Kristen Holmes is a psychophysiologist. It sounds like a made up job, but whatever. And she's sitting on one of the biggest physiological data sets available in the world, and her argument is that the grind harder culture of productivity is not just unsustainable, it's actively making you worse at what you do. True peak performance doesn't come from pushing harder, it comes from strategic rest, recovery, alignment between your body and your goals. So this is supposed to be a data-driven, evidence-based kind of book on that. So this is a book for you if you think that the hustle culture and grind that you're going through actually hurts you more than it helps you, and if you want evidence-based strategies for recovery and sustainable performance. If you enjoy books like Atomic Habits, Deep Work, Why We Sleep is such a good book. Many people are sleeping on it. Then this is a book for you. Oh, now I'm here at a nice place with a dead tree here, looking good. Ready for the last book on the list, right? This book might cause side effects is the title of this book: The Curious and Dangerous Power of the Nocebo Effect, Placebo's Evil Twin. It's by Dr. Helen Fischer, and it's out on August 25th. My hair is just crazy. I just went to take a swim in the ocean. It started to dry up, and I look kind of like one of those trolls from the Trolls movies, but that's okay. You know about the placebo effect. You believe a sugar pill is a medicine and it suddenly works. The nocebo effect is its evil twin. Believe that something will hurt you, and it actually will. And this was something that became extra obvious during the pandemic, according to this author. If you experienced side effects from your COVID vaccine, that's a 76% chance that they were caused by your belief that you'd experience them, not the vaccine itself. If you read the list of side effects on whenever you get the medicine or whatever, you know it's easy to feel like, oh, isn't my stomach a little bit messed up? Is my vision not a little bit blurred? Is not my skin a little bit drier? Stuff like that. So Helen Fischer, she goes into how our expectations makes us sick. So that's the quick list for this month. I hope the sound wasn't too terrible. I hope you can excuse this kind of ghetto version of the breakdown of non-fiction releases. August is a slow month for books. I honestly would say that this has been like the less exciting month this year so far, but it's good. We can only go up from there, right? The first half of this year has been amazing, and I can see why also people don't want to release the best books during the time when people are on vacation and walking about in the forest. I notice myself that I read a lot less when it's summer. A lot of things going on, lots of social events. I'm going on a social event right after this. So let's see what we get for pick of the month. I'm gonna sit myself down here. So now I actually got the most quiet place at the end of the video. I should have been here all the time. Look at this, it's so beautiful as well. Summer is coming back. What we say here in Sweden is that Swedish summer is the best day of the year because it's so short, right? Then we go back living in darkness. But the pick of the month for me will actually be the Hannah Arendt biography, A Life of the Mind. Possibly because of guilt as well, because I have had her book on my reading list for so long. I really want to know more about this person now. I realize she has been an important and influential thinker, and I know zip about her. Let me know in the comments which of these books you would pick up, what you're reading this summer. I'm looking forward to be back in the studio. I've also restarted one of my projects from years ago. It's called 1 million books. One of the goals, like the main goal of BookLab, is to get people to read more great books. And for a while I was tracking everyone that ever mentioned to me that they picked up a book because of BookLab. I'm on like 60 or something right now. So there's a lot of ways to go before I hit 1 million. But that's an ongoing project. So let me know if you ever picked up a book because of BookLab, because I want to track my goal, right? 1 million books is a big number, but we're going there step by step. And here is one addition to that list. So I'm super thankful for letting me know that you have gotten books from here, so I can track my goals and see if I ever achieve it. I will work for years. I've done this for like 13 years now. No, 11 years. I think when I got my son, that's when I started to like read and post about books. So I won't give up. I'll give it another 11 years for sure, because I still think it's fun. And now, doing this too much. Have a great summer, and see you on the flip side next week with more book reviews. Björn out.